Hey everyone, Henry here with Wyman Custom Lures. In today's video, I want to show you how to make a twisted cable hook set. This is going to be a single hook set. What you're going to need is you're going to need an extra long piece of 900-pound cable, a piece of heat shrink, some chafe tube, 3 double wall copper crimps. These ones are coated in zinc. And then you're going to need some cable cutters and also a heat gun as well. So the twisted cable, this is the twisted cable hook set. This is a great way to make a hook set. Doing the double, having like a double of cable, it's essentially going to be 1,800 pounds of breaking strength on it, and so it will hold up as well. You won't get if the hook set wiggles at all, the cable is going to hold up a lot longer by doing this. It is a little bit tricky to do, but if you have a bench crimper, it's really easy to do. So we're currently making a hook set for this large poi dog, and we're going to be using the Tension Max Fudo 12-0 hook. By far the best hook on the market. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to slide a crimp on to the cable, and then you're going to slide your hook on. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make the cable even here at the top, and you're going to slide the crimp down and make a nice loop right here. And then take your bench crimper, put it in the right slot, crimp that down, and then you have that loop done there. Now for the next step, you're going to need to measure the hook set out. That's the most important thing. So with this large poi dog, we're running the rubber stoppers in the back of it, so that's going to help us measure out the hook set. So you're going to take the hook set that you just crimped, or the hook that you just crimped. We're going to be using the top part of the cable. So we have the side where the hook point is of the hook. That's going to be the piece of cable they use to make the loop. So you're going to measure your hook set out. We like to have the hooks, the point of the hook sticking out past the skirt, but the eye of the hook still up inside the skirt, so it's IGFA legal. And what you're going to do is you're going to measure it out, and you're going to come up maybe about 1/4 of an inch up the rubber stopper. So you're going to measure about right around here. And then you're going to take your cable cutters, cut that off. Now the next step, now you've got the length of it measured out, you're going to slide both crimps on. So for the first crimp that you're going to slide on, you need to put it on both pieces of the cable, because that's going to be the crimp that we use to basically hold together the twisted cable. And then slide your third one on over the piece of cable that you cut that you're going to create the loop with. And so we always do the loop on the top side where the hook point is. Get your chafe tube, slide it on there. Now with your hook sets, you want to make sure that this loop is perpendicular to your hook. You don't want it like up like this. You want it sideways, perpendicular to the hook. That way, when you crimp your mono on, you have a smooth arc going up to your rod tip. So you're gonna take your crimp, slide it in. And now you have that loop finished. So your hook set should be looking like this. You can always twist your cable a little bit if the loop is a little bit off, but your hook set should be looking like that now. Now for the final part. So for the final part with making the twist in the cable, what I like to do is I actually like to place this crimp inside the crimper, like so. And you're not crimping it, you're just holding it there, just in place. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna basically take the hook, and then you're going to slowly twist it and make sure it's all even twists like this. And so your hook set should be looking like this. Take the crimp out of the crimper, and we need to cut this bit off. So you're going to slide that down a tiny bit, the crimp, and then cut just below the crimp of the loop. And then you're gonna put that crimp back in the crimper. And then make sure your crimp is everything is all perpendicular and all in a line. And then crimp that down. And that's how the hook set should come out. You got the two crimps at the top. This one's holding the twisted cable together. This one's holding the loop together, and this one's holding the hook on, like so. And then for the last step, you're going to want to slide on your heat shrink. You might need to use a little bit of pledge or some silicone just to slide it on the loop. And you're going to basically come down maybe like a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch down the hook. I like to have as little as possible down the shank of the hook. And then you're going to take your heat gun. I like to actually start with, if I'm doing hook sets like this, I like to start on the crimp. That way there's no air pockets or anything like that stuck inside the hook set once you've started heating the heat shrink up. Then make your way down to the shank of the hook. Make sure you're always constantly rotating it so you're getting an even amount of heat to the heat shrink. And how you know you've done the heat shrink enough is when you start to see glue coming out the bottom. So you might be able to see right here, we've got a little bit of glue now starting to squeeze out on both sides of the heat shrink, and that's how you know you've done the heat shrink enough. But now we're just gonna let this cool down, and then we'll get ready to put that onto some leader material once this is cooled down. But that's how you make a twisted cable hook set. This is a great way to make a hook set. It's super strong. It doesn't vibrate or bend as much as the single cable. And this is once you get some practice, it becomes a really easy way to make a hook set. Please guys subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it if you do. It really helps with just growth of the channel. And if you could give this video a like, I'd really appreciate it as well. And if you have any video ideas or anything you'd like to see in the future, just drop them down in the comment section below. And for sure, I'll definitely make some videos in the future about some other things that we do here at the shop. But that is the twisted cable hook set. Thanks guys, have a good one.